I want to bring in the president and CEO of Save the Children, Yanti Saripto. Thank you so much for joining us. You just posted that a staffer and his family, they were killed in an airstrike in Gaza over the weekend. And first and foremost, I'm so sorry for your loss. It does point to the dangers of trying to help in Gaza. First, is there anything you want to tell us about him, as well as the difficult choices that members of your organization are having to make?
Thank you, Chris, and thank you for highlighting that. Look, we're mourning the loss of Sameh Evaida and his wife and his 4 children in the ages of 2 to 11. And it's, every time this happens, we have colleagues who put their lives on the line in many, many places around the world, and this is no different. We had 25 staff in Gaza, and of course, every day we were hoping that they were safe and accounted for, whilst knowing the risks and the dangers. I would also point out that Sameh and his wife died with their family. He was actually, at that time of death, not out there trying to deliver what little aid supplies have come in to the communities, which he has done. He and his fellow colleagues have done that over these past days and weeks, whenever that was possible. But he was killed in his home, in his shelter, with his family, as has been the case with so many humanitarian workers dying in Gaza.
That reality on the ground spurred you and many other leading humanitarian organizations with staff in Gaza to write a very compelling op-ed for the New York Times. I want to read a small part of it if I can. Among leaders in Washington, there is constant talk about preparing for the day after. But if this relentless bombardment and siege continues, there will be no day after for Gaza. It will be too late. Hundreds of thousands of lives hang in the balance today. I mentioned this a little earlier. 2 U.S. officials tell us there is limited hope for a pause in the fighting. So what, in your view, does that mean? What is the reality you know on the ground?
Look, this humanitarian catastrophe is literally unfolding before our eyes. It is rare that humanitarians all say the same thing at the same time. We are in the worst conflict zones around the world. Save the Children has been doing that for over 100 years, from Sudan to Afghanistan to Tigray to the Congo. This is nothing like we've seen before. There is nowhere to go for the population of Gaza. 1 million children have no place to go, and they're being chased around this chessboard of small pockets where people say it's safe, and then they're being chased around some more. The situation of the healthcare system, the hospitals, only 11 hospitals still barely functioning out of the 36 or 35 that were there. Again, if children don't die of bombings, of shellings, they will die of hunger. If they don't die of hunger, they will die of waterborne diseases. I mean, it is just unconscionable that we're letting this happen. We saw what was possible when there was a 7-day pause, when there was a multi-day pause. More aid did come in. We were able to do certain things, to deliver supplies, to start to do some work with children, to have them play. But it was not nearly enough. It was not nearly long enough. And of course, not nearly enough supplies were able to get in.
Let me ask you finally, I want to show you some new heartbreaking video we got in from Reuters, a family mourning the loss of a 1-month-old who was killed in Gaza after being born in the middle of a war zone. If you could get world leaders, if you could get Bibi Netanyahu, if you could get President Biden, if you could get our allies to listen to you, what would you say?
Guys, where is your humanity? Look at it. Imagine these are your children, the children in your life, in your family. They are dying, and they are dying needlessly, unnecessarily, and they are dying terrible deaths. Terrible deaths. Right? We are running out of words to describe it. Also because we know this is not necessary.
Well, Yanti Saripto, again, our condolences at that horrific loss of your worker and his family. And thanks to all of you, your organization and the others, for continuing to shine a light on this situation. Thank you. And we'll be right back.
Thank you, Chris.